He was acquainted with you because he knew that.
Yeah, he actually, Yahushua could read people's minds. And he actually knew. But even when he was on the Passover, he had one of the disciples there, which is Judas. He's supposed to be a man of the Lord, right? But he knew that this dude doesn't like me. He's got ill intent. He wants me dead. Well, you know, it was really for the prophecies. You know, I'm going to, but it was really for the prophecies' sake, because he was trying to get the Romans took over. But he knew that he was going to snake it. Imagine you're in a council and you can read people's mind. You know, that dude, he's really got a bad intention. And so how are you not going to be acquainted with grief, man?
And then even the history will say that the Lord, I think it's like 72 men in total, but there was 12 main.
Yeah, the 12 disciples.
12 disciples, but he had like a big
72 and all that, and I think it goes up to like 82, 84.
Yeah.
You know, and even Moses, I think he set up 70 elders. This is all numerology. Numerology is in the Bible. 7 represents completion. 70, that's completion.
And Judas Iscariot was one of the main
12 is a very spiritual. I think they say there's 12 tectonic plates and stuff like that. If I'm, you know, I don't, you know, we're not experts of the heavens, but you know, they say there's 12. You know, there's, you know.
Says verse 19, and shall deliver him to the Gentiles to mock and to scourge and to crucify him, and the third day he shall rise again. That's it.
Yeah. Crucified. And that's what happened. You got that movie, The Passion of Christ, which that dude, what was his name, man? The dude that made it, man, Mel Gibson. You know, he made another movie about the Celts or something, the Irish. Scotland. Braveheart. You know, he's more like the Jake, man. He made the movies and stuff like that. And it was all Jake stuff he was making, you know.
Science.
He made Apocalypto, man. What was all that about? Apocalypto, when you go over to the Latin world, those so-called Latin Jakes, man, Yahweh Shai went over there. Let's get that quickly, then we're going to close that, because Yahweh Shai, the tribe of Issachar, someone get me the scripture where it says that, that's in John 10, it talks about the sheep of this other fold. Yeah. That's in John 10, probably around 34 or something. And there's someone, what was the one, the other one I wanted?
When he went to the Americas. That John 10 and 16 is that one. Look it up now. The one,
what was it? I forgot.
When he went to the Americas.
No, Issachar, man, that the stargazers.
I looked that up now.
You got it? It says other sheep of this fold. It's in John 10.
John 10, 16 is that one.
Yeah. That one, yeah. John 10, 16.
Yeah, it says John 10 and 16. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Even the Mormons know that. The Mormons teach that the Native Americans are Israelites, and that the Messiah went and taught them. Where the fuck did they get that from, man? Before the Mormon Bible was the King James. So where the hell did they get that from? They use these scriptures, man. So they know. Yahweh Shai went to the Americas, and he found out, and Yahweh Shai went to the Americas, and Esau, you know, he found out that they were Israelites, man. Which he knows what's going on. Their customs, the history of the North American Indians, the Mayans, the Aztecs. That's all in the scriptures, man. They had their god was Quetzalcoatl, which was fiery flying serpent, man, which is Yahweh Shai. And guess what, man? The Ephraimites, they called their god Yahya. The Aztecs and the Mayans used to keep one of the blowing the trumpet feast, man. That's in the scriptures. That's actually in the scriptures, man. You know? Come on, man.
First Chronicles 12 and 32. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their
So
command.
there's nothing wrong with looking in the heavens, but you got to do it in a righteous way. In this world, they do it in a wicked way. You know, when they look at you and you get the star signs and they got the paper, women leave your men today and all that. That's wickedness, man. It's left-hand side bullshit, man. You're doing spells, that's spells. Because basically, when you wake up in the morning, I need to do that today, and I need to leave him, or I need to do... That's spells, man. You don't use it for that. So when you read that, the Issacharites, when you got the Mayan calendar, man, and they knew when Esau was going to go down by looking in the heavens, man. The tree of life, you know. Now, when you go to remote parts of the world, you can see that. How do we know? Go on.
Revelations 22.
The whole sky will open up. You'll be surprised. Esau's doing a very demonic thing out here. Read. Go on.
Revelation 22:1.
Crazy.
And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, seated out the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb.
Yep.
In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation.
Yeah, man, that's the roadmap in the universe, man. They got the different constellations and stuff. They mean things, man. You know?
See fruit in different months. That's that. Constellation. They star signs. They've corrupted it. That's
they use
why,
it for different purposes.
Yeah.
You know, people just want to use it for what I want to do, but it's more than that. It's for time, because even when they go into like the age of Aquarius and all that, it's for ages too. It ain't just for like, you're gonna do this today. No, man, it ain't all about that. That's witchcraft, really. It's really for timing and like, you know, there's more to it than that. That's why the Mayans, when they had their maps and their temples, they could see way in the future, man. You know?
And that's why I say fruits there in we have people that are born in those months. They bear certain characteristics. It doesn't mean that day to day,
You gotta consult mediums and all that for that bullshit.
that is a medium that's actually
Well, we're supposed to live by faith. So if you're living by faith, how the hell are you picking up a magazine to tell you about what the hell you're going to do every day? That's off. It's bullshit. Where's the faith in that? There's no faith in that. You know? God, man.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8. And I'll start from 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? And when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Issachar seen them, and they seen, you know what? They seen that in the future, man. They looked to them, the heavens, and they seen like, yep. And that goes into prophecy, man. Because you had Daniel, and he interpreted Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and he seen realms and kingdoms. That was hundreds of years of time span. This kingdom's gonna rule, and we're in the end of that now. We're in the last leg of the prophecy of the book of Daniel. You know, straight out. You know, the scripture's a great stone. But we should, you know, I will shine the kingdom, shall rule forever, you know. Go on.
The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand are the question Ezra asked our Lord.
So Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it. Follow it. That's the everlasting kingdom. Someone give me Isaiah 45:17 right quick. And that's backed up by many scriptures, man. Many scriptures backed up.
Isaiah 45 and verse 17. But
Guess what's
Israel,
going to start happening soon? Mystical events, right? Because it tells you that in the Bible. Job 5. What do you think Job 5 is about? You know, everyone should be starving, but you shall eat. How the hell are we going to eat then? We ain't going to be farming. What's going to happen? Spiritual intervention. You ain't going to go in martial law and start farming. Yeah, this is the black community of turnips. There ain't going to be none of that going on, man. No. Did Elijah get fed like that? How fucking no?
In Australia, for example, you had the extreme fires, and then you had hail. Do you know what I mean? So like you had the complete two alternate extremes of each other happen within a short space of time, and it totally decimated that land. And it's ironic as well because Australia is supposed to be known for where the British apparently sent criminals from. Like, do you know what I mean? So it just goes to show you like that the Heavenly Father is going to do some stuff, man.
Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
World without end. You know? What does that mean? Well, to be in an everlasting world, you gotta be able to live forever, man. You gotta have a different. You gotta have to have a different body to, so to speak, straight from the back. You know, because even now, like, let's say you go in the wilderness for a bit, you get tired, you need a sandwich, you need somewhere to stay, you start getting cold, you need to do with yourself, man. To be in the wilderness now, you gotta be raw, man, because these bodies are so fucking weak. Facts, man. In the kingdom, we're gonna be able to do galaxy exploration, man. Our bodies are gonna be different. If you go on a day trip, when it gets you gotta go and where's the hotel, there's cups of coffee, all that bullshit, man. This is that flesh, man. In the kingdom, we're gonna, what the scripture says, in my father's house and many mansions, we're gonna do a lot of things, but with the spiritual powers. Okay, because now, you just go to a little, you might go bowling, which I don't go bowling, but you might go bowling, and before you know it, time, you're bugging out. You can just sandwich. You know? Bring it out.
This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. And the kingdom and the dominion. I shall start with 26. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
So our world is not going to be based off Esau's glory. You know, it's going to be based off a whole different glory, man. You know, so that's what we look forward to. You know, that shows you that a bit of that in the movie, Avatar. You know, they were so tall and. You know, their realm was just looking beautiful. In this world, it ain't looking like that, man. It's looking fucking degraded, bro. It's fucking degraded, man, let's be honest. Even nature where the animals are like that's getting fucking degraded, man, yeah? You travel around, you see, you know what? This was fucking up nature. You know? That's why the scripture says the trees are gonna be mad at you, stuff are gonna rise up, you know? Destroying the trees. Well, you get David the Rothschilds, he travels around and he finds plastic in the oceans all up in the remote parts of the world. What the fuck is it? You did it. You did it. You got something.
Oh no, just looking at like latest news. Because that was having an issue just now where they were saying people's money was disappearing by the apps. Well, basically, you see it. So basically, it's a Sky News article titled "NatWest apologizes over money disappearing from app transfers." I just bought the shit when I read that because another reason for.
It's like a form of family glitch.
Yeah.
Imagine that your accounts get frozen.
But they called it a glitch, and they said people's money was just disappearing from their accounts, but it was just a glitch. So, you know.
People trust this system.
What is system? one to them that go down to Egypt, you know. Alright man, we closing now. We closing. Alright, Shalom. Shalom. To the apostles. Shalom.